Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 572 of Godcraft, and I've decided to do a bit of an update. The the SMP Let's Play series is not going as well as I think the single player LP series went, and mainly I think that's because on the server I'm always distracted. My job on the server is to keep people happy, updated, etc., etc. And the other thing is, if I go too far in the series, or I pre-record, like one day I'm, free and I record like 5 episodes, well, they kind of mess up with an SMP environment. And to give you a small idea, we removed geothermals due to an exploit and an energy exploit. And not geothermals, I mean petrochemicals, and due to an energy exploit, which most people don't even know what a petrochemical engine is. Anyways, it's a mod for industrial craft and buildcraft. Anyways, it failed bad, and I removed it and almost scrapped my whole SMP series. It's basically been all just about that. And SMP has bugs here and there, and it's just not as much as a comfortable place. So what I'm thinking of doing is I want to do more SMP tours. So I want to go around and say, hey guys, I'm going to show you, what's up with my, area in SMP, show you what I've been doing. I'll show you Sniper's, cool looking house and his place. I'll show you some, cool places through the teleport hubs. I want to show you guys Godcraft City, which is what I've done a few videos on so far. And I also want to do some build server SMP tours, and I think build server people would love that as well. So, and I also kind of want to do mod spotlights, but if you're not playing single player, you kind of get out of touch that. I mean, it's like I'm going to do a mod spotlight for a single player mod that I won't even be able to play because I'm playing, as you know what I mean. So what I've decided is I'm going to bring back the SSP Let's Play series. I'm going to start fresh, unfortunately, because I didn't back that up. I thought, I'll never do that again. Because, I got overhyped, and I thought SMP was definitely the way to go. The current SMP tour, the SMP Let's Play series, I'm not going to delete them, but I'm going to unlist them, because I feel that it's a failure, it's incomplete. I just don't want to advertise it, really. So if you have the links to them, you'll be able to see them, but you won't, in the future. So go ahead and save them. Godcraft City will be, spotlighted quite a bit. And then some mod spotlights. And like I said, tours of other people's places, including build server. So forget all about that. This is the time you guys can help me choose and pick some mods. So here is, the biggest mod I think that's going to make a huge splash in the next Let's Play series. Samacraft is more of like a magical. It's like, let's say it's equivalent exchange, buildcraft, and maybe industrial craft, sort of all built in to one mod, but is in a more magical thing. You have I'm gonna say a force, but not really a force. I think a force. It's a magical force, and then you have a corruption force in the area you are. They're actually like life form type thing, and if you do, if you harvest all these crystals and whatever, you can taint your land to the point where it becomes corrupted, as far as I know, even to the point where the landscape can change and stuff. Some really crazy, scary, weird things. And it has like magical powers, and you use this to refine these magical powers to make this Vist or something like that, to power things like, for example, a miner. But this is no normal miner. You power it with this, this mystical stuff, but the miner actually, when it takes the blocks up, they break them in an area, right? Depending how much power and what modules and stuff like you have, and they kind of spiral up, and it's like the most amazing animation. If you guys play Portal 2, Portal Gun 2 or whatever, you will have seen, when you do the moon shot and you hit the ground where everything is like coming in. It's like that, but even probably cooler than that. That's just for a miner. Let alone all the other zillion features you can get from it. It's just unbelievable. You can do researching of special items that you can't craft unless you do research, and this research has like a fail chance, and it's like really cool. It's almost like a whole new game. It is a new game. It's really amazing. They have even new mobs, things like that, and it just goes more and more in depth over time. And oh wow, it's definitely going to be one of the #1 mods coming worldwide in Minecraft. I'm not crapping you. This will start trumping over top of, Red Power, Industrial Craft, and Buildcraft. I mean, you guys probably know if you've used Forestry, it's probably made a huge splash. Well, this is like competing against Forestry, and I think it's going to definitely overtake Forestry. It's already overtaken Forestry, but it's definitely going to be like, I think, the top mod out there. So that's just one mod. Then we're going to add a Better Dungeons, which adds some new mechanics and stuff. Now, I'm not 100% on Better Dungeons. I'm still kind of deciding, but I'm thinking of Better Dungeons anyways for one of the higher, mods. Then I want to bring Ruins, which is a mod that's sort of like Better Dungeons, just adds like more runes to the world. I've been told it can overspawn too many runes, and I may want to play around with that. So of course I'll be doing testing. I'll spawn a couple, test worlds and walk around and see what happens. Then after that, what I'm going to do is Equivalent Exchange. Actually, no. Before that, Twilight Forest. We had Twilight Forest before. We never went there. It's an amazing mystical forest with some new creatures. We just never went there. I am so mad that we never went there, and we're definitely going there this time. We're going to speed up the series a bit more, but we're going to pump out more episodes for sure. The next one will be Equivalent Exchange again. I think I want to get more in depth in it, but I don't want to over-ruin it. So I'm not going to spend day and night creating 1,000 collectors. I'm going to try to make this series not about spending there all day long sitting AFK collecting 1 billion collectors. I do that in multiplayer because it's more like a challenge against other players, but instead I want to explore and do more. So I'm going to use Equivalent Exchange, but I'm not going to use it in a depth where it's like, oh yay, spawn me free diamonds out of midair kind of thing. Then I'm going to use Logistics Pipe. Makes crafting amazing. They've added new features. It apparently helps farming and things. Keep supplying peat to your engines, things like that. Then Forestry is coming back again. Forestry is so in-depth now. You got the beekeeping. You got many new features. There's more breeds of bees, and it just keeps getting better and better as time goes on. Then it'll have additional Buildcraft objects, which let you have things like between tanks a balancing, so you can balance the tanks off, and many other features like that. It's got like on and off valves and more pipes. And then after that, Sneaky Pipes, which offers things like the Void Pipes, get rid of your cobblestone or junk like that. I mean, offers a lot of little pipes here. Though I hear Sneaky Pipe may have issues with Logistics Pipe, if I recall. If it does, I probably won't use it, but that's one of those more back burner mods that may offer, some, nice things. I was considering Laser Mod, but it's not 100%, maybe not something that we want quite yet, but it's something I'm keeping on the back burner as well. Something in the back, because it could be so fun to do some things on it, but I think at first it's not going to be worth doing anything with it, so we'll see. After that is the Ender Chest mod, which you guys probably seen for ages. The same creator of NEI, which we will add for just looking up recipes, of course. Ender Chest offers, you place a chest on the ground, you place another chest over there, you place an item here, that chest opens and puts the items there. Really good for single player. Apparently chunk loading blocks may not be working in single player. I know it doesn't work in SMP, but if it doesn't work in single player, that's going to be the only thing that we can transport items from one area to another. We really hope chunk loading blocks are working in 1.23, but we're not 100% sure. If any of you guys have tested it yourselves, let us know in the comments below. Then we're looking at Railcraft. With things like Equivalent Exchange and the miners from, let's say, samacraft, I think we can pump enough iron out of the world to provide enough maybe to hopefully power, say, when I say power, hopefully to power some of the Railcraft stuff so we can set tracks around the world. It's more of like a diversion mod for me. I'm not a hardcore, guy, because I think Quantum Suit, you're kind of flying around and whatnot, but I think it'd be something fun to do anyways. After that, I think, so we talked about NEI and Optifine to help optimize our client to make it a little smoother for us, especially the multi-core version. Inventory tweaks and let you dump items in a chest back and forth faster. Mini map, of course, which you see there on the screen. Then, of course, we'll have the Industrial Craft, Buildcraft, Red Power. Wireless Redstone I'm considering only if we have the chunk loading blocks, or if there's a mod out there that's for single player that has mod loading, that chunk loading blocks. I haven't seen any yet, so we may be screwed. If you know more about chunk loading blocks, let us know in the comments. And then the thermometer for nuclear power plants, and just to see the heat levels and stuff. Compact solars, which is kind of cool. Charging bench, and yeah, charging bench is nice. And compact solars, by the way, is not like a cheating mod. Basically, it just makes it so instead of having 100 solar panels, you can compress them into one solar panel, but it still gives you the same performance or the same amount of EU, and it also costs the same materials, actually a bit more. Of course, you'll use a little less wiring, but tin cable is nothing, right? And then, yeah, the charging bench. So one last one we're considering is computer craft, but computer craft may be something on the back burner. I do love computer craft, but I don't know enough to use computer craft, and it kind of makes life a little tough, but we'll see. If we can squeeze it in, we will, but it may be something more down the series that we add, just because I don't know enough yet for it. And there is one more mod, and that mod will be rocket science, if it's updated. It's one of the ones that usually is a little off. Oh, and there's another one after that, actually, I forgot about. Rocket science is an amazing little mod. Let's just say flying auto miners, missiles, nuclear fusion, and his ideas in the future are even an entire new world, like the moon. Yeah, crazy, crazy mod. Hardly any other people do that in their Let's Play. Something I want to play around. The next mod is even a new mod called Wireless EU Storage. Pretend it's an MFSU that's wireless with double the space, so 20 million storage units, or EU storage, and it would be great for our Let's Play instead of, because, when you're single player, you can't go 100 miles away and have wire, because the wire will cut off, you can't get energy, and it kind of ruins it. You're stuck in one spot. With this, I can pop this down, start building a base in, another part of the world or whatever, and I'm not sure how exactly it'll work. I'm not sure if we have to have the chunks loaded. I'm guessing it may need the chunks loaded, and if it does, then we're going to have to consider maybe scrapping it if you have to have chunks loaded, but it'll be something I'll definitely be testing anyways out before we even start the series, so I don't screw anyone over. And then, you know what, if you guys have any suggestions on any mods that I should, check out, let me know in the comments, but tell me why I should check them out. Give me top 5 reasons why this mod would be good for my Let's Play series. You guys kind of see what I love the most. I love not futuristic, but featured-wise mods. I don't want to bulk it over too much, like with all the crazy AI mods and like a billion mobs all over the world kind of thing, because that's just going to be lag fest and it's not going to be really enjoyable. I'm mainly looking for mods that offer new features, some in-depth features, things like that. You guys kind of know what I like. But anyways, hopefully you guys will like my decision on this. I really think it's important for us to go this way. I will have a lot more fun. Oops, there's my dryer. Time for bedtime, by the way. It's like 7 a.m. I think I'll have a lot more fun doing this. I think you guys will enjoy this more. And instead of watching something that you can see me do anyways in-game, now you can watch a series that's actually interesting, intriguing. And I think if you compare the two series, I think you'll enjoy the single player more than the SMP. The SMP is more for you guys to join and play with us, and the single player is more for, to watch and actually enjoy. And I think that's what really counts. And of course, I'll do all the updates. I'll still go to the SMP server. I'll show you what we have. I'll show you new creations people make. I'll keep you updated with the big, the GCC, which is called the Godcraft City. We made a short form of that because we're lazy people. GCC. Sort of like our CSB thing I started a long time ago, which means cool story, bro. Isn't that horrible? I hear some other people out there in the world use it. Maybe they stole it from me, or maybe somebody else invented it as well. But anyways, mod spots. Some new mods coming out, etc., etc. Should we use it? Should we just spotlight it, etc., etc. And then, of course, I want to do some tours of the build server, and I think these are really, really good ideas. So hopefully, you guys can, offer me suggestions. Hopefully you won't put this down. Hopefully you'll excite me more with, yeah, go Kane, or cheer for me. Yeah. Like, you can tell I'm really excited. I'm actually formatting my computer tomorrow. I had to get a new hard drive because I'm using 128 SSD, and it's just getting really bad. So there's this, like, I forget the company name. It's more of like a no-name brand, not like no-name, but it was a 240 gig for $200, I think, roughly on sale, and it'll just help me be able to work better, with more space on the actual SSD. I know I have a zillion other hard drives, which I do, but it's just easier if you can, put more onto the main drive. But anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you give me some good ideas, and I hope you love this idea. And I think this will be really awesome. I'm really excited. And thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to suggest some stuff for me.